I would assume you've already done well and you've done your due diligence. You've been able to set up your MT5 platform. You've also been able to open your derivative account, and you've been able to link your derivative account to your MT5 platform. That's wonderful. So what we'll be learning, and just in case, by the way, just in case you haven't done any of these things, you could head over to our previous YouTube videos and then just check them out so you're not lost. So today I will be showing you how to take signals. Let me quickly elaborate how taking signals or copy trading works. The first end is on the end of the person giving out the signals. Here, that person is responsible for making the analysis. He does the entire technical. He's going to tell you when to buy or when to sell, where to put your stop loss, where to put your take profit. Now, the stop loss, the maximum amount you are willing to risk per trade in terms of loss. If the market goes against the prediction or analysis, it makes sure that your capital is still intact, so it's not running in a loss endlessly. Your take profit is the analyzed point where the trades are supposed to hit. Once they've hit that target, your profit is also secured. The person who's made the analysis is going to tell you when to buy or when to sell. Now, there are three major things that person is going to tell you, and they are very crucial. The first thing that person is going to tell you is where you can enter your entry points, where we also call buy limits, as you can see right here. The next thing, your take profit to wherever that point is right there. And now the third one, which is most crucial, is your stop loss. Now, in some trades, the stop loss cannot be determined. However, in such trades, there is supposed to be a disclaimer saying apply proper risk management. If you have a low equity, do not enter those trades. Or if you're a high risk person or you're a risk averse person, do not enter those kind of trades. But basically, there will be three things that are always given: the buy limit when you should enter the trade, the SL, stop loss for capital management, and then the take profit. The take profit is to ensure that, okay, once the market hits this target, your profit is secured automatically. The stop loss, once the market depletes your capital to a certain point, your capital is automatically secured. And then how does the person send the signal? I would simply place these three things and tap this button. These are the three things I would post to, let's say, a signal group or so. Copy, and I'll come to my, and then I'll put something like my directional bias for this is a buy. So buy step 25 index. This is what I've done. This is where I think the market is going, and based on my analysis, I will suggest or post this on my signal group or my copy trading group for everyone who is taking the trade. They simply input these figures. The signal provider may just simply say, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm not really sure how far the market is going to go, and perhaps I'm going to leave it for a swing, or I haven't ascertained that yet. An instance where my analysis goes sideways, perhaps your capital doesn't get affected. So I will drop the stop loss, but I wouldn't drop something like the take profit. It's still the same thing. I've made my analysis, right? Or I can do something like this, and I won't put this. And I'll just say buy step 25 index, apply proper risk management. I can say something like SL, my SL null, TP. I'll just be like wait, or something like this. What that simply means is it's a free kind of trade. I'm entering it based on my capital leverage. You also need to be cautious and know the type of trades you should take. If your equity is little, or if you have a low capital and you want to manage that effectively, only take signals that has the entry, the stop loss, and the take profit, or signals that may not have the entries, right? Copy, for example, or signals that may not have entries but have stop losses and take profits. Another possibility is perhaps in an instance where a signal has multiple take profits or stop losses, multiple take profits and stop losses. That's another beneficial type of signal, in the sense that something like this, right? So you set all these things and parameters. So once you're trading, once the market hits this point, it's going to secure a profit for you. Then once it hits the TP2 or the final TP, it's also going to secure your profit for you. But in all this, maybe you're opening 1 or 2 or 3 positions. It ensures that your stop loss is just below, where you are also safe, and at the same time, your equity is being preserved and all of that. Perhaps the market is going well now, and I realize that in my own analysis, okay, the momentum is fading and the market may not continue. I can say something like close or close trade, right? Let's say that simply means at that point I've sensed that the market's momentum is going sideways, so I'm giving a signal or an alarm to everyone who is already in this trade that look, close the trade, whether with a profit or with a loss. What you simply do is you head over to that trade that's been taken. When they say close trades, you simply head over to the trade. You can either do one of two things. If you open multiple positions and you want to close all of them at once, click this, and then you see close profitable positions, close all positions. That's on one end. Another way to do that is you tap and hold on that pair until these options come up. So you can either close the position right here, right now, or you can decide to close multiple positions like a bulk operation right here. Bulk operation, close all positions, close jump 25 index positions. It's closed all the jump 25 positions currently in that trade. That's where you see me come to say something like close trades. That's simply what you do to close the trades of that pair. Now let's say I post a signal saying buy step 25 index. Now how do you take it as the trader? Well, the first thing you do is simply you head over to your MetaTrader 5, right? And as you can see on this particular angle, I don't even have the pair mentioned here, which is buy step 25. So what I'll do is I'll first look for that pair. Head over to this plus icon. Now you will look for the pair. Just search out the pair jump 25 index right there, and then you plus it, right? You add it, and once it's added, you head over to that. You tap on it, head over to the charts. Immediately, you just head over to buy. Now, I would have to teach you lot size positioning in the forex industry. It's totally different from dealing with the normal currency pairs. It's totally different, and you need to learn it. If you do not learn it, you are making a huge mistake because you can literally liquidate all your capital. So the best I always suggest with beginning students is that you use the lowest lot size, no matter how large your equity is, especially when you don't know these pairs. I will explain how the pairs work in the group subsequently. But what you just do is you use your lowest lot size by heading over to this lot size, reduce it to the lowest, and in this is 0.01. Now you just buy. You can buy as many pairs as you want, and then you simply wait for everything to proceed, and you be patient. I just said buy step 25 index now. I didn't give take profit, I didn't give stop loss. What I simply meant is an instant execution. You can put this take profit or stop loss later, but right now the market is moving and it has momentum, and I want people to take that trade. I may later say something like, okay, put the stop loss or put the take profit. What you simply do is you go through the details and then you copy the details. So you copy this, you tap on an existing trade, automatically comes up, and then you put your SL, right, your stop loss, and then this arrow automatically pops up right here. Now you just simply edit this or you delete this, and then you paste what was given. Once it's modified, you click done, and then it automatically sets it to the exact place where I've already set it on mine. So that's how copy trading works. It simply copies the trade of another person and gives you the exact figure. So as you can see now, all of them are in profit because of a signal. And this is amazing for those people who aren't competent in the forex market yet. Even the same exact figures with this, right? Provided you put your take profit and your stop loss, right? For example, I've tapped on this and you can see the figures. The target here, right here, we can all see the figures. The target there is approximately 12.94 US dollars. So the profit you are supposed to make based on this trade now, the profit I'm looking out to make on this particular trade is 12.94 US dollars. While if I were to lose the capital, the profit that will be taken by the market if it hit my stop loss, right, would be $12.19. This helps you know how much you're risking or how much you're going to gain. Now, let's say you want to take partials, right? Or the trades are going and you're like, wow, I really like this, but I want to secure some profits, right? Why the trade is still in, you remember, it hasn't hit the stop loss, it hasn't hit the take profit. The trades are just moving. They're just moving, but you're like, nah, I want to secure, I want to stop right now, or I just want to secure some profits. What do? You head over to the current trades going on and you tap on the trade or the pair you want to close. Then you close the position. Then you close with your profit. Now you've manually done that. You are not waiting for the market to come and hit your take profit or your stop loss before you are closed out. You are manually simply closing on the profits. Or you're like, nah, I'm not comfortable what's happening now. I've hit my target. I want to close all the trades. What do? I simply tap up on all of this bulk operations, close jump index positions, right? And you can close all of them. I didn't talk about was in an instance where I give a buy limit. For example, here, let's say I gave an entry limit right here. This is an entry. So I'll copy this, and I want to take the signal based on that entry. Tap on your pending order. You simply tell the market that, look, once it gets to this point, ensure if it's a buy limit, this line right here should not be up. It should be down while the market is going. What we are simply telling the market is, look, we are expecting a pullback, right? You can always see that the market goes up and down. So we're expecting the market to come down, trigger us, right? Once it hits that line, get us back in the market. That's what we're simply telling the market to do. So we put a buy limit here, then we put it right here, and then we delete this. Then we go and copy our details, which is the entry, and then you place. I can also put my take profit over here, and then I go and copy these details there. Then I modify. The only time this will be activated is if the market goes down to that predicted point and triggers your entry. Now it has already set your parameters, your SL and then your take profit. All of them have been set. So this is also to help you have peace of mind. So you can put this and you can go and sleep, or you can head over back to the office or do whatever you are doing. Everything has been done for you. You just need to copy and paste.